it's time. Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are going to finish off this interior. We're going to relocate these maps to storage before we build a new place to put them. Move these chests out to the storage room. Put a proper ceiling in here. Polish this place up. Get it nice and finished. Get it looking proper. Get it looking good. Remove this villager breeder. Just actually, finally, get around to finishing this place. So, strap in, though. We'll see how we go. One thing I always do in this space is have to place an ender chest down. I would like to set up a permanent one, and I have a bit of a silly idea for it. Probably where these maps are, I want to make an ATM machine, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. Oh, jeez. Jesus. How many pickaxes I used to have. I think I want to preserve those. I feel like this here is all stuff I used to use. The rest is mostly junk. My ender chest is looking real sad right now. Just look at this. Just logs. Uh-huh. Alright, so I think in this area, now that I've cleaned it up a bit, I would like to keep the cavey look near the entrance here, but then transition into this more neat and organized look. Sort of around this hallway here. I'm not sure how I'll pull it off, but hey, we'll just give it a try. And then down this hall, I'd like to move this portal into the middle of the room, pushing it down a bit because I think, yeah, I don't have a lot of space. Right there is my cow upstairs, so I can't really go up, but to still give the room some more space, I can push it down a little bit. But yeah, I just gotta do it. Oh, I should have kept my stone cutter. Trying to get like a bit of a slant to this. Don't know if it's really working, but we'll keep at it. So here's a little progress update. So I've gone and tidied up this hallway a little bit. I've added some supporting beams overhead. I'm kind of half thinking of like a mine shaft vibe with some tech stuff that's moved in. I'm quite liking it at the moment. Right here, I want to put down my Ender ATM, which I've got to design. I'm thinking either I have like a button or like some sort of quote unquote debit card which I can insert and it will then reveal my ender chest. So that could go there. But I will need to move some of the circuitry for this door. And then in here, I could have my portal right in the middle and maybe having some nether corruption come outwards and have some sort of quarantine around it. So it's like it's trying to be contained, or it's like some uh, mystical entity that was discovered here. Hey, it's coming along nicely. I think this is about 30 minutes or an hour of work or pondering and cleaning. I think this transition here could be improved a bit. I've got to toy with it a little bit, but hey. Oh yeah, and I've changed this balcony from just being a simple cobblestone wall to a proper deck. So you can look out and see. But it's looking a lot more tidy, a lot more deliberate now. I think I'm just gonna remove these completely and put a water stream back here. And I'll deal with that storage room probably another day. I don't go down there often, so I want to get this space, which I'm in quite a bit, done, tidy, done and neat and tidy. So I need to touch up the stone a little bit. I might add some more of these dripstone accents, maybe with some actual water above, so it has water dripping down. I'm quite happy with it so far. But yeah, let's keep on keeping on. I really like that block there. Just if I pull that down, pull this back, then with a double piston extender, I could pull the whole thing down. But how would I fit that in the actual space? Down to there. Well, I suppose. Alright, let's go into creative and try and work this one out. There we go. These are really simple. Double piston extender. Invented by someone, who knows. So we can use, I'll trigger this when the glass is there. That'll be here. That's not how I had it, was it? No, I don't think it is. No. I had this here with a block there. So by default, I also want that one extended. Okay. But then the problem is it triggers in the opposite direction. I'm not sure how to do this. If I do it with a piston. Yeah, if I just don't mess with that. Yeah, so I want... I'm really stuck on this. I want two states. So I have one side here to trigger two different things on either side. Hi all, voiceover canine here. So what I have not really articulated up till now is that I've had quite a bit of trouble trying to work this out. So I've been trying to make it so that when I press a button, it does one thing, and then when I press it again, it does something else. And here's the moment I actually make a realization on how I can actually do that. So I've got a copper bulb here, which you can use as a T flip-flop, or as essentially as a lever. And what I'm going to do is look around aimlessly for a second. Who knows what I'm even thinking here? Yeah, I was looking for another redstone contraption to steal the torch from for some reason. But what I'm going to do is have a setup like this, where going out one side, when the copper bulb is on, as you can see, it triggers that left side. But when the copper bulb is off, it triggers the right. So now I have two different lanes by which I can make those pistons do things, which is really the fundamental thing that I needed to actually make some progress. Okay, let's try. Uh-oh. So in this clip, what I'm wanting to happen is that piece of chiseled deep slate to come down and then back towards the piston, like here, in that location right there. But that is not what's currently happening. So what I'm going to try do is remove blocks, cut off part of the circuit so I can try and work out what's going on. So I'm trying to take the larger, more complex problem and try and isolate where the issue is occurring. Hey, look at this. It is horrendously massive, but it does the job. Yeah, it turns out I was just being silly and I had just placed the block in the wrong place to start with. It's better to have something that works and is ugly than something that is pretty but doesn't work. So what past me is again failing to say is that this yellow line is for returning the block, the return line I called it for whatever reason. So it's taking the block from its starting point and hiding it, pulling it away. And what I'm going to try and do now is connect the double piston extender. But I'm very soon going to run into a problem that hopefully I explain how I solve live. So it's not going for long enough is the problem. So it is referring to the redstone pulse. I am deliberately shortening the pulse down to 1 tick, but that 1 tick pulse is not long enough for the double piston extender to work. So I need to extend the pulse. Let's Google some pulse extenders. That's not doing anything. Honestly, by this point, you've seen enough clips to realize that this took me a lot of trial and error just to get working in the first place. So I'm going to skip ahead a bit to when it actually starts working, because frankly, my problems don't end there. Now all that's left to do is to replicate this in the survival world. Awesome. What a mess, but it's my mess. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, back in the actual survival world, we got plans now. Well, let's implement them. In this clip, you can see some of the ghost blocks from Lightmatica, which is a really nice blueprint mod, which I've used to sort of make a copy of my creative build, make a ghost version in my world, so then I can use it to tell me where to place the blocks. It's usually pretty useful, but we'll soon find that I wasn't able to directly translate my build over. I'm not sure why this piston keeps popping up every single time. Something must be probably triggering that bottom piston, but I'm just not sure what it is. I might try putting a transparent block here. That looks perfect. It looks about perfect to me. So if I put these blocks in, it should return them. Good, okay. So the return cycle's working, but the retraction isn't. Retraction and return. So the retraction's not working. Returning is. I wonder if it's a quasi-connectivity thing. This redstone triggering that. That's a problem. Okay, so doing that, it is triggering the bottom one, not the top one. How can I make it so it only triggers the top one and not the bottom one? So this, I feel like I could have a... I have no repeaters. No, I've got to make a few more. So I've got to make a repeater, put one there, see what it does. Just try it. Let's just try it. Alright, no, it was in the... Interesting. This guy has stopped it from... whatchamacallit? Powering the bottom piston, but now these two are firing at exactly the same time. And I feel like if I delay that, it's not going to work, but let's see. Let's put the blocks back. Oh, it's so close. So close. So it was, if you've watched it closely, it was able to pull this block back. It just didn't do the last part. Pulling that down. Why is it now doing that? Am I missing something? Maybe it's the fact this isn't Deep Slate. Let's see. Maybe. That should not be doing that. Oh! What is this? This is a difference. Why is that? Would adding that here fix that? Let's see. No, it doesn't fix it at all. What? What? Oh! Oh my goodness, that was... That's so close. Oh, 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 oh. That's so close, so close, so close, so close. That might be it. That might be it. That might be it. That might be it. Oh, let's go. All right. So, isolating the problem and investigating every option. I think I've got it. So I think I'm just going to chuck a pulse extender here so that you just can't press it quickly. Alright, let's clean this up. Right now, there's this. Doesn't trigger my machine. Good, 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 good. Very good. Haha, let's go! This stupid little machine works. It's so pointless, but it's so delightful. Let's polish up my mess. I think it's coming along quite nicely. I think next time I want to continue actually on the interior here. I wasted quite a bit of time on this stupid little thing, but it's just going to make it so much more fun to use an ender chest down here. And maybe I'll build more of them if I can be bothered. I think, oh, one last thing. Probably got to tidy up outside. We'll sort that out later. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't just break something. Oh, crap. Okay. Oops, okay. That should be fine now. Yeah. As said, I'm quite proud of what I've done here. Right, let me try and trigger this. This stupid little ender chest protector will keep your items safe from anyone attempting to access your secret private ender chests, which looks quite sad at the moment. That's probably on... We should also go on the list of things to do to actually fix it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that video. Hope to see you around next time, but, you know, have a good day and or good night, you know.